Hi, this is Kennedy Hayes, and I'm here speaking about the theory of planned behavior. And to tie into that, I'm going to be speaking about the practice of face massage. So just to begin, the theory of planned behavior is defined as basically people don't accidentally behave in a particular way. Rather, we have reasons for behaving in particular ways. And with this theory, we talk about behavioral intentions, which is that we make plans to act in particular ways. And there are two components that go along with this. First is behavioral intention, which is also made up of two things, which is attitude, the sum of beliefs about something, and attitude is actually made up of two different things, which is our evaluation of an object and our belief strength. So like how much we believe in something. So I'm just going to continue explaining the theory before we get into the practice that I am going to be using this particular theory to try to convince you of. So the second predictor of behavioral intention is normative beliefs, which is what others in your social network expect you to do. And then just like adding to the theory, one moment, please. So similar to what we just spoke about, attitudes and normative beliefs, perceived behavioral control is also comprised of two elements, which are self-efficiency and controllability. Self-efficiency refers to an individual's beliefs that he or she can actually perform a behavior, so that they are like capable of doing so. They just have that belief in themselves. And secondly, controllability is the second part of perceived behavioral control, which recognizes that some things are simply out of our control, or at least perceived that way. So my goal here, speaking with this theory, is I want to try to persuade or convince you to act in a particular way. And in order to do so, I'm going to be like coming back to these theories, or like these aspects of this theory, which is to provide you with like attitudinal, social norm and controllability incentives. So what I'm trying to convince you to do today is a practice of self-care, which is face massaging. And I know that it sounds kind of bizarre to some people, but this is something that I practice regularly, and I chose this theory because I thought that I could like incorporate it to like try to persuade and just include all these aspects. So face massage is basically, you know, like you get some lotion, whatever, and you can look on YouTube and find some other guided videos. But I'm just going to show you a few moves today, which I think are like essential, totally beneficial. First, you know, you're just going to take your hands, we're going to rub them together and create some chi, which is just energy, right, in our hands, whatever you want to call it. And you're going to take your hands, and it's kind of like you're washing your face. And you might be thinking, why would I want to do that? That looks kind of crazy. Okay, sure, right? Well, to provide you with some examples to perhaps change your attitude, the reason that I practice this is because, so like the muscles in your face, they can just kind of like go stagnant, you know, and like a big thing that I think is awesome is like, you know, if you are determined to like interact socially with people, like you really want to like have like a fresh bright face, like you know, you want to like have that killer smile when you like approach a stranger in the street, or maybe like you see somebody you think is cute, whatever it is, but like, you know, you just want that like internal facial glow, and like you don't want like stagnant muscles, you know, like everything that you're feeling is written all over your face all the time, right? So I am using this theory of planned behavior, trying to get you to, you know, maybe like incorporate this practice into your everyday life, so that, you know, you can kind of like rejuvenate your facial muscles and feel like your best self when you're walking out in the streets. And so first of all, we have this move here. Whew. I don't know if you can tell, but you know, that's an awake face right there. Secondly, a really cool aspect, I'm just only showing you a few moves today, right? But the second aspect I'm going to be talking about, so we have like an internal system in our bodies that, you know, we can get like anxious, we can feel overstimulated, and a really good way to like soothe our central nervous system, which is another part of face massage, is to start here, right in your third eye, you know, right between your eyes, if you understand the chakra system, whatever. But you're just gonna do like tap, 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 tap right here. Breathe. Maybe you think this is a little nuts, but I promise if you just do it, you will feel a sense of calm, a little more recentered, a little more at peace. And so that's just like the second move I'm going to show you today. If you would like to learn some more of these techniques and, you know, present a bright smiling face to the world, then you're going to, if you want to interact with this, like, you're gonna want to understand that this is something you're gonna have to plan to do, you know, so that it can like be incorporated into your daily or weekly routine, which is why I chose this theory to begin with. I really just want to talk about like different attitudes, and try to persuade you. So an attitude is like the sum of beliefs about something, as we talked about in the first couple minutes of this video. And maybe you have beliefs about like yoga or massage. You think that maybe it's not very like socially normal, or like people are gonna look at you funny if they see you maybe outside or at work and you're like doing some of these techniques. Here's another one. But like a big part of why I chose the theory of planned behavior that has to do with, you know, your attitude, your like evaluation of like, for example, what we're talking about in this video, and like your belief strength. I really encourage you to go out and, you know, dig a little deeper into massage and self-massage and see if you can feel more inspired. Because I would love for you to like believe more deeply in why this could really better your life and make you feel more alive, rejuvenated, refreshed, and ready to take on the day. I hope this covered everything. I hope that you see the value of face massage. Thank you so much for listening, and that was the theory of planned behavior.